All right, welcome back. Welcome back to Greenbox Gaming. Something a little different, little outshoot. As you guys can see, those joining us live, unfortunately, I am only joined by one of our typical crew. I'm
the union rep for today.
Yeah, that's the other guys are doing some type of strike. I don't know exactly what they're doing.
It's bad.
They said something about healthcare,
They have
and I didn't
terms.
understand what. Yeah.
Me neither.
And so,
I don't think it's actually a thing in America, so I'm not even going to bring it up. Basically, this is a social call from the union rep because I don't think healthcare is really a thing. So this is more just a touch
what's
base.
weird?
Connect.
What is most interesting to me is that they chose you, Gian, to be their rep, which is
Why
odd.
is that interesting? I think it's I'm a natural leader.
He exudes
things.
charisma. Gian exudes. Oh, I got him.
It's hurting me already, Joe. Tell everybody the special spicy twist to this episode.
Oh my god, Gian had he was just telling me like 30 seconds before he was just telling me 30 seconds before we get started. He's like, "Yeah, by the way, I was doing this this off-road BMX track, and I fell off my bike and I broke my ribs. So every time I laugh, it really hurts." And I was like, "Finally." Yes.
the thing you've wanted. It's pleasure with pain, and especially inflicting pain through the laughter.
Pleasure, pain. What is it? Pleasure.
So I'll just be holding my side every now and then and wincing while I'm smiling. I'm not crying. You're crying.
Just know that Gian today, it's not that he is exceptionally in a good mood, but those like cries of laughter are cries and laughter at the same time. It's physical pain.
And my body just releasing endorphins with the pain to counteract it.
So I do have bad news, which is that your body can only do that for about an hour. And then...
let's get started. We're ready behind, dude.
Yeah. Atomic Scissors, glad you could join us. Oh, we got rated. Excellent. Thank you, Wills.
Yep.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
But yeah, so listen,
Wait,
today...
for this stuff?
For this.
Were we that good? Wow. Already.
I don't pretend that our viewers have the best discernment. Sorry, guys. That's
wow.
But they chose us. They chose us, and I value that.
Can you see why we unionized? This is why
the guys have unionized. No, so today it's just me and Gian. You guys got something a special concentration. I feel like Gian. I feel like what it is. I feel like you and I were no longer deluded. You know, like it's just pure Gian Joe energy for this.
Pure Gian Joe box gaming.
Like
1,000 years.
That 1,000 years, you and me, Gian.
Forever. End of time, you and me.
Like a refined and unfiltered bathtub gin. You know, like I feel like that's what we bring to the table. Probably gonna make you blind. Oh, look at him.
Way too much ethanol in this concentration.
Yeah. All right, so listen. So what we're going to do... So yes, Dace and Brad are not with us today. They apparently have something to celebrate. Whatever.
Lame.
That's a bunch of losers. Awful. Who do they think they are? But we are going to do something a little different. We're going to do something... John, you've played a few RPGs, right? You've done a little bit of RPGing. Have you ever
Literally
played?
a couple.
Literally a couple. Have you done D&D? You've done Delta Green. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, you've literally done a couple.
Thank you very much.
But you've played over a long time. But have you ever heard of a single player tabletop RPG?
No. Today was my first exposure to this.
Yeah. So that is what we're going to do today. We're going to do it... Now, obviously, there are two of us. I'm not just going to turn off my camera and just let you... Just
Sorry. Over to you. Off you go. Thanks very much. See you later. enjoy this fucker speaking to himself, not knowing what's going on.
You just start getting delirious with the pain.
Yeah.
But
I
so
would watch that, though. That seems fun.
you would watch someone sink off into delirium? You sadist.
No, if you just... if you just left me to my own devices. Like, alright, this is the special edition of Greenbox Gaming where John gets very confused about... He doesn't even have the RPG. He's got to go find it and run it himself. And I'm out. See you later. Boop. And you
It
drop.
shows you like going to
That's
the
it.
internet and trying to find it.
Yeah, like, okay, I'll find it. Yeah.
But today we are playing something called 1,000-Year-Old Vampire, right? Which is a single-player RPG. It does have some stuff about how to run it with other people. We're not going to really run it with other people in that I'm not going to be playing. Like, I'm going to be kind of running Jean through it, kind of like a games master, or a handler. It is pretty simple, and like I said, I was first introduced to this via Mystery Quest. If you guys haven't heard of Mystery Quest, they put out all sorts of RPGs. They do podcasts on YouTube. Angori Tom does. I love his style. He runs all sorts of people through like Call of Cthulhu. He's done a little Delta Green. They've done a little Delta Green over there too. So if you're into that, give Mystery Quest a look. They've got a British crew. But they got a real cool vibe over there. But so that's where I was introduced to this, and I love it. And I actually ran through for the first time because we were talking about, well, what are we gonna do this weekend? And I went and got it. I ran through it. I ran through my own vampire last night, just to kind of get an idea of how everything kind of goes and flows. And I'm looking forward to how could we say this? Exposing John to this. Inflicting it upon him, maybe, is a good way to put it.
That's
Maybe
probably more accurate.
right.
I think time with you, if I were to describe it to a friend or a loved one, it's like I am having my time... I'm having Joe inflicted upon me, my time together with him. That's exactly right.
Yeah, and for those of you who are with us from the raid, this is the only way we know how to show any type of affection is through this. Is through this kind of stuff. So, it's very impersonal. Anyway, 1,000-Year-Old Vampire. So let me move over here to the screen. So that's a little out of focus. But Jean, you have the Miro pulled up. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
With everything on it. So yes. So 1,000-Year-Old Vampire is a game in which you play an undead person, a person who starts out as a normal human, and then they go through a process of having undeath inflicted upon them, and we're actually going to follow them through possibly centuries, right? You're going to lose important people. You're going to have your humanity erased. It sometimes leads to to watching your vampire, your character, degrade into the bowels of insanity and depravity as the ungiving, unmerciful march of time strips everything away from them. So how's that sound? Sound like a good time?
Sounds right up my alley.
All right.
Fun fact. I think this kind of concept of being immortal, this terrifies me immensely, because I think eventually, like all the things we're about to go through, it's going to be awful. But my partner, on the other hand, it's like, this would be amazing. I could get all the time in the world to do whatever I want. And I try to communicate that. Eventually you do everything. Over enough time. You've done everything. You're going to be bored.
That's why under no circumstance can we let Jessica become a vampire.
No.
Because she's going to be like, yes,
exactly.
Finally.
Be like, yes, it's time.
All right, so let's talk about... So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of do the learn the rules together, or we're going to introduce the rules kind of live as we go through it. It's pretty simple. It's a pretty simple thing. You only need 2 dice to do it. You only need a D6 and a D10. That's all you need. And what you do is you subtract.
I got a D4, I got a D6, I got a D8, I got a D10, I got a D12.
You don't need all that shit, man.
I got a D100.
Because what you do is you roll...
I got a website full of web.
I love that this morning I was like, okay, do you have your roller ready? He's like, yeah, I just made a dice roller. I just made it from scratch. It's like, god damn it, John. Because what you're going to do is you're going to subtract that d6 from the d10, is what you're going to do. So,
Okay.
I don't know if you have that functionality plugged in. So,
I did not know that was part of the spec, but yeah, I can do it.
Yeah, so you probably shouldn't have gotten all the details before you design something. Bad engineer. Bad. So...
Ow.
So let's start. Let's start with something. So what we need to do, Jean, is I want you to. We're going to start with the character creation, and then we're going to start going through this experience of these grinding centuries. So first and foremost, think about. Well, actually, now that I think about it, we should probably. So you see the stuff you have here on the table. You have skills, resources, memories, undeath, characters. Yes. We're going to fill those in as we go doing the character creation right now. So first, I want you to imagine someone from the distant past, like someone. They can be as grand or as typical as you would like. You could be a grand knight, a Roman centurion, a washerwoman, and like washing things in the Thebes. It's like there's one of the instances here. So I want you to create an idea for someone, and then just like a brief thing to kind of talk about who that person is. And the example here that they give, which I think is really good, which is, I am Henry, son of John, born near the Lore Valley in the 13th century of our Lord. I am a poor knight swindled out of my inheritance. So like think about a time in the distant past that interests you, and think about someone there. And again, you can be as grand or as mediocre as you want. It's like I am a hermit living in a shack, minding my own business.
Okay, I think I want. Let me see what kind of name. All right. I am Max.
Max,
the court jester for King Henry the Fourth.
Okay, I love it. It's perfect.
Okay, good.
So what I want you to do then is, so you see here where memories is?
Yep.
I want you to take that, and I want you, so each memory is like a theme, right? There's like, so this first memory is going to be very much, everyone is going to be like the stuff about you and your identity, right? So under that, that first experience, delete where it says experience there, and put in, I am Max, the court jester for King Henry III. Like, this is who you are.
Okay.
Very much who you are, your identity and your memory of that. So each memory can hold a certain amount of experiences, and over the ebb and flow of time, you will run out of room. It turns out the human brain was only made to carry so much, so there will be things and parts of you that eventually you will leave behind. So
okay,
but don't worry about that right now. Don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that. That's okay.
Why would that matter? Right?
Serious.
So
cool.
So you have
should I think of some other ones?
No, right now that's fine. Just right this second.
Just the starting point?
That is the first one. So this is the first experience that you have, which is your identity. So next, over there by characters, I want you to create 3 mortal characters. These are probably normal human people, who are a part of your life, right? Things
King Henry.
Okay, King Henry is a part of your life. Okay, King Henry III. Okay, it's like, and and these can be anyone. This can be lovers, enemies. Your boss? Is King Henry your boss technically?
Who's the boss? Is he the boss?
I mean,
I don't know who hired
he's
me.
the boss. In the end,
He's
right?
the boss. Yeah, I think he's my boss and my friend. At least I like to think so. Except when he throws tomatoes at me.
Right. Well, you and King Henry III have a very interesting relationship, which you're the only one allowed to make fun of him. Right?
Yes.
Like that's the jester's role.
I like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, so, okay, so King Henry, and maybe put just as well, just like just one little thing about like him, about, like King Henry, I don't know, like, like something about the nature of your relationship, not like my enemy, my lover. Are you lovers? Like, it's like,
Fine. So I'd say he's boss, friend, Nemesis.
Nemesis.
Kinda like
you actually hate him.
It's kind of like our relationship, Joe.
It's like our relationship. Yeah, because you're a fucking
bit,
clown,
you know?
and I'm the king. Got him. Got him. All right.
Yes, exactly. That's it.
All right.
All right.
So let's think of
Boss
two
friend
more.
Nemesis.
Two more.
All right. I've got Wash Lady Marge, who's
Wash-
responsible for cleaning the big old jester hat and the bells. She also shines the
Okay.
bells on the jester hat. She is a close person you commiserate with. Who's
Like a
there's
confidant?
word for that. Confidant. I think that's exactly it. Close
And
confidant.
grab that text box and pull it over to the right so it goes the whole way. Expand the width of that
Not
check box of
behaving
that
itself.
text box.
Really not behaving itself, Joe, but I'll try my best.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
All right. One more.
And then large person will be the.
Yeah. No pressure.
That's
So-
just, he knows three people: the Wash Lady Marge, King Henry, and the Nightly the Knight.
Are you going with Nightly?
Night. It's on paper.
It's
It's,
God, he wrote
it's
it
there.
down.
Nightly the Knight.
All right. Nightly.
And I call him that.
Make it Nightly with just the N. So he's like, dude's out there every night.
Nightly. He's every night. I like that.
There
nice,
you go.
Nice. Good notes.
What's your relationship with him? So these are not like I would say, and I'll give you some recommendations here and there. Your other two relationships are not terribly antagonistic. I know you secretly hate King Henry, right? I know Max secretly hates King Henry, but this one, you don't really have any true antagonistic relationships. Maybe Nightly thinks that is very, very does not like you.
No, he hates the shit out of me.
He hates you.
He is the opposite of everything I stand for, and I'm the opposite of everything he stands for.
like you're goofy and he's like way too serious.
Yeah.
You've got a funny hat. He's got a very
The
serious hat.
vitriolic hatred. Yes, especially it's about the hat. That's all it's about.
Your hat is way too silly. Bells, really?
Let's say he has actually attempted murder, or attempted to assassinate me.
Okay. All right. He has actually tried to kill you before, but maybe
And I
your
just
closeness
end
to
up
the
making
king.
fun of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God! And you feel like, yeah. Oh, I see. Nightly's here
You wanna
tonight.
try and kill me again, Nightly? Hey?
You're like up there doing a
Did
tight
you bring your
five.
sword this time?
Like, you're just like really taking the shit out of him. And of course, King Henry loves it.
yeah.
He thinks it's hilarious.
Yes.
Right? So he just
Yeah,
can't get rid of you. Oh man. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, great. So those are your mortals, right? So next, so I want you to give yourself under skills. I want you to give yourself 3 relevant skills that you think Max the Jester in King Henry's court. Juggling. All right, you're a hell of a juggler. They don't have to be just related to your
That's
job.
gonna
They
come
can
in
be-
handy for whatever
Oh,
this
I'm
is.
sure you'd be amazed. Okay, just wait, Jean. You're
Really?
gonna love this system. Okay.
Okay. All right.
So, all right. So juggling can be one. It doesn't have to be exactly something related to your job necessarily. It can be something else too.
Okay.
And I also need you to make 3 resources. So these are 3 things. Resources can be anything like from a fleet of ships, which you probably don't have. Or it can be as simple as something you carry around with you, right?
Okay.
And so like with juggling, you could be like, hey, I have a whole trunk full of performers things, right? Like that could be something
Right.
you have. Or you could be
Okay.
like, I own a small plot of land, or something like that. 3 skills, 3 resources that you bring to the table. What are we looking at?
So I'm gonna say outfits. That makes sense.
Outfits.
So what a trunk of outfits.
Trunk of outfits. Okay.
He will not have a plot of land. He probably lives in the cupboard, so he
Naturally.
may.
As is tradition.
Let's see. What other resources is Jester gonna have? He's probably pretty well off. So
He has like a like some savings. Like you have like some money stuck back, maybe.
yeah, serious wealth.
Oh, wait
But
a
he still
second.
lives in a.
How about this?
Oh,
I just had something. What about some dirt
Hit me.
on people in the court? Right? You're a jester.
Yeah,
like your
that.
job is talking shit, right?
inside info.
Inside
Dirt
info.
on the. Dirt on the elites.
Dirt on the elites. Nice. Very nice.
All right, and then under skills, I've got juggling, reverse psychology,
Reverse psychology.
and throwing my voice. Sometimes ventriloquism, and other times just making it look like somebody else's.
Okay. I'm Night Nightly. No, like, do you see how this is already coming together? Right.
Yes.
All right. Okay, excellent. So now we're going to create 3 new memories, right? So keep in mind, a memory is like a category of experiences. So go ahead and create 3 new... Whoops, did not mean to do that. Go ahead and create 3 new memory slots. So you're going to end up having 4 in total.
Okay.
And make those... You might have to make the text smaller or something, to make it all fit. You can also move diary down a bit if you want to, because we're not using that quite yet.
Okay.
But the you'll have to unlock diary. It's locked in as a background.
Yeah. I got it.
So under each one of those other memories that you now have, because your first memory is I am Max, court jester for King Henry III. For the other 2 memories, what I want you to do is I want you to take, and I want you to create 3 new experiences, 1 in each slot. And I want each experience to combine at least 2 of your skills, resources, or a character, right? So for instance, it'd be like, oh, I have a bow, and my father once gave me this bow at my coming of age, and I hold it in high esteem, that kind of thing. So we want to create experiences that combine some things about your background, about a skill that you have. Maybe you were juggling for King Henry, and he thought that, and this is the first time he'd ever seen that, and that's why he chose you to be his jester, because juggling is a really unique skill in this world. We don't have to go historically accurate, by the way. We can get a little fun.
Yeah. I was about to give a bit of a caveat. I know nothing about King Henry III. We're not
neither.
going to respond to any comments or suggestions about any of that. It was the first name that I thought of.
We're not taking
with
notes at this time.
Artistic license. All right. These memories, are they all going under their own slots? I see, like, each memory.
Yes,
memory
you're gonna
1,
you're
2,
gonna
3 has
you're gonna
max
put
3
in
under
a
them.
you're gonna put in a new experience under each memory, right? And these are
Okay.
going to create categories. So the first one, what are you thinking? Where's your head at?
I'm gonna say the unlikely first day on the job
Okay.
was juggling. Well, let's say tripped and tossed fruit into the air as a server and caught them. And that's how he got his job.
Oh,
He's
okay.
basically bringing food to the king as a servant, and then he tripped and then managed to catch it and made it look
Okay.
hella cool.
So that's a combining of King Henry and juggling. Is that
Learned
right?
to juggle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 2.
Number 2. You could do some repeats too. It doesn't have to be all completely new ones each time.
Okay. Let's see. Number 2, let's say he was accidentally attended Not invited
Okay.
to
I'm gonna say that from now on when I'm not invited to something. I accidentally attended.
a terribly intimate royal orgy.
Oh my. Okay.
Upon which many details
Okay.
about their lives came about. So this is the inside info. Many
Combined
much
with
dirt was acquired.
Oh, but combined with what else? So that's your
combined
inside.
with Nightly the Night as well.
Oh,
That's
you've got some
part
dirt
of
on
why
him.
he wanted to assassinate me.
You know that.
Yeah.
You know that thing. You know that thing that funny thing about his dick. You're like, oh, I'm telling everybody. Okay.
I'm gonna just call him Night NTK. Nightly the Night. Night NTK. Alright. Experienced them before. Let's see. Alright. So I think acquired serious wealth.
Okay. Serious wealth.
Through let's say.
Oh, wait a second. What if you
Throwing.
No, go ahead, please.
Okay. No, I've been trying. I was going to say through throwing his voice while compensation negotiations were going, and he just went and said, "I think he deserves all of it." As the treasurer, he just like interjected as the treasurer and said, "I think he deserves all the money." And
Why
the king
are they
said,
letting you in these
Excellent,
rooms?
agreed.
Okay, sure.
40 gold pieces every session.
Okay. All right. It's your ball game, John.
This is silly. All right.
Okay. So let's make this just a little smaller.
Yeah, I'm struggling to get the controls right, so just help me out if you can.
There you go.
Those.
You have to grab
I
just
cannot access that.
You have to just grab the edge of the window. There's no little thing for it.
Okay. All right.
All right. So that's what we've got. So we've got the vast majority of your person here. Now here's where we get interesting. Okay, this is where it's funny. The section of the book is called Vampire Creation. So now that you have created these experience, this is the last section of the character creation. I need you to, under characters, I want you to create an immortal. Right? This immortal is the one who inflicts the blessing, curse of undeath upon you. Right?
Done.
And keep in mind, so you this game is called 1,000-Year-Old Vampire. You're not like Dracula necessarily, right? Like let your mind go crazy, like what kind of entity you have run into. Who is this unnatural, undead person, entity, whatever, intelligent, unintelligent, it doesn't matter, you have run into and who has inflicted undeath upon you.
You said intelligent, unintelligent, so can this be a beast creature?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. It could be an amorphous blob of gas, if that's what you wanted.
I'm not that. That's ridiculous, Joe. Out of everything we've said today, that's ridiculous. Why would an amorphous blob of gas inflict vampirism on you? I would say rather a wild boar.
Wild boar.
I was bitten by a giant wild boar during a hunt.
Wait, are you Spider-Man?
I was taken on a hunt because...
Is this the Spider-Man story?
No.
And now I'm a boar.
A boar is not a... No, just a really, really angry, large boar that nobody else saw in the forest during the hunt.
Okay. Like something that has
Would that work?
like what is the unnatural element here? Is this like a spirit of the woods, or is it like something with a demonic element to it? Like what are we thinking?
Yes, giant immortal spirit boar.
Spirit boar. It's like Princess Mononoke.
It's like a bad version of Princess Mononoke.
It's like a really bad version of Princess Mononoke.
And the boar, even though it has these tusks that point out outwards, it still had these tiny little incisors that it went.
Awful.
And
Just awful.
yeah,
Has a really human
terrible.
mouth.
yeah. Oh, no.
Ew.
The lips. Gross.
All right.
Yuck.
Okay, so the spirit boar. So
So
something.
the giant immortal spirit boar.
Yes, inflicted
What's
you
his
with
name?
undeath.
Give me a name.
Like, I don't know. Like, are we? Like, would you want something that's like? Do you think this is an intelligent beast, like an entity that knows what's up, or is this like a god, like an old pagan god? Because keep in mind, this is the time of Henry III. You know, the pagans out there, the druids out there in the woods doing their shenanigans. You know, it's like, is that what we're looking at?
Yes, I'd say Grosnik. The druid.
Grosnik the druid.
Grosnik the endless.
Endless, yes.
Grosnik
Like
the
that.
endless. There we go.
Okay. All right. So something happened, and Grusnik did something to you that left you. Like, do you think he like mauled you?
He
Do you
just
think
bit me.
He bit
nothing
you. Okay.
more, nothing less. He did not like mount the jester. That would be ridiculous.
I was not going that direction.
Yeah.
But so okay, so this entity, this druid, in the form of this great boar, inflicted undeath and immortality upon you. So up under undeath, the mark. This is the thing that betrays, is a physical manifestation that betrays your undead nature, your undying nature. It could be anything from my eyes are pitch black, you know, or I was actually decapitated and my head just sits upon my shoulders and has to be held on, you know, or my heart has been torn out, you know, so that I have a hole.
Oh, that's
you know,
fantastic.
maybe I'm ice cold. Like, what is it? What is the thing about you? And again, you're not Dracula. You're not that kind of vampire necessarily. But you are an undead entity that will need to feed on people to survive. That is one of the kind of basic things. Like, you will. But what is this unnatural mark that distinguishes you as being undead? What's special about you now? Different.
All right, I'd say that he's got a giant hole where his stomach and his internal organs below his lungs, but above his pelvic area, basically where all the stomach and mostly empty.
Okay. So it's like exposed, gory, that kind of thing?
Exposed. Yeah.
So you were just
Exposed
bitten.
and gory
Did this
midsection.
did this thing gore you? Did Grusnik just like gore
Yeah,
the
it gored
shit
the
out
shit
of
out.
you?
It
Okay.
eviscerated me. Yeah.
Okay. But in this act that you were made, you know, unalive, undead, and so you just refuse to die. So what are you going to have to do? So then you're
It's also a very convenient place to put the juggling balls. It's kind of like an inventory storage.
It's like an extra inventory slot. It's basically extra pockets. Oh, terrible. Oh, just terrible. All right, I love it. So think about this too. So like your vampire, your undead entity, you're going to have to consume people in some way. And we can talk about that later of what that kind of looks like. But think about something unique about your, like, what, like, do you, now you can say, well, I can't be in the sunlight. You can say that. There's nothing wrong with, you know, using that old touchstone, but maybe it's like, you know, I cannot be around, I don't know, you say maybe you have a particular weakness to, like, I can't be in the rain, you know, or all water burns me like acid, you know. It's like, well, what is something that kind of a weakness or something, a particular tick about your unnaturalness, your undeadness?
Yeah, weakness is in. So wait, tick or a weakness? So something that can destroy me, or something that's just unusual?
Just something that's unusual about you. Like what's your particular, you know, because like vampires are in every culture, and every vampire is a little different in like what its thing is. Like some vampires can't come in without being invited. Like, you know, some vampires don't like this or that. What can you not kind of do nowadays? Like I said, it
Might
could.
need some help on this one. I'm coming up empty.
Well, it could be as something as, you have to return, you have to live in the woods now. You have this druidic curse on you, so you actually rely on the forest. You have to eat animals as well as people, that kind of thing. Or maybe you can eat no animals whatsoever. All you can eat is people.
I like that. I think let's do that. So, can only feed on human meat.
So now you're at that
and
big
meat, not the blood. So he doesn't suck blood.
You actually eat meat.
Gets a big old bicep every now and then, and that's his favorite food. Eats a turkey bone.
It's okay.
A turkey leg.
Okay. All right.
Okay, and then how do you feed? I think I just said how can you feed?
Yeah.
So wait, that's not a weakness.
No, but it's it doesn't have to be a weakness, right? It's it can because that is a weakness too. It's because if someone's hey, join us at the big feast, and you're I'm good. You never eat. People can notice that you never eat and stuff like that. So that's Atomic. Why would you? Atomic says you can only eat slugs. But that's a bad one.
That's just outdoor all the time in the rain only.
It's only right after it rains. All right. So that is your vampire. We have created your vampire, your undead individual here. So now we're actually so this is who we've got. So let's do a quick review of who we're looking at here. I am Max, the court jester for King Henry III. You have a few people in your life. You have King Henry, of course. You have Wash Lady Marge, who's your close confidant, who keeps your hat clean, your funny hat. And of course, Nightly the Knight.
All my tops. The very bloody tops that are always bloody.
Well, that's the thing. You're going to have to keep
on the inside.
You're going to have to keep your middle, this exposed gore from this thing that happened to you. You're going to keep your mark hidden, right? And that might come up. That might come up. And of course, Nightly, who you caught doing something terribly, terribly uncouth at a castle orgy. And of course, the giant immortal spirit boar, Grusnak the Endless, some type of druid. Your memories are on the first day of your job as a server, you tripped and tossed fruit into the air as a server and caught them. You learned to juggle right there in front of King Henry, and he's like, "You're great. You're going to be my jester." That's how you became the jester. Your third memory, you accidentally attended, you were not invited, to a terribly intimate royal orgy upon which much dirt was acquired. So you actually have a resource over here of having some inside info on the elites of your time. Memory 4, you acquired serious wealth through the manipulation of negotiations by throwing your voice. Yes. So you are a terribly interesting character here. So let's begin with the game proper then. So what we're going to do is you're going to roll those dice. You're going to roll a d10 and a d6. You're going to subtract those two, but you're not going to do that quite yet. We're going to start with the first prompt, which is where everyone starts. So and what we're going to do is I'm going to give you these prompts. Some prompts will give you new resources, new skills, new characters. Some will delete them, right? Sometimes it will ask you to check a skill or something like that, in which I want you to get a check mark, like emoji or something, and just drop it next to whatever it says to check. And sometimes, and never delete anything, only strike through it, right? Never delete anything. So we're going to start with the first prompt, and we're just going with this. We're letting the story take us where we want. We're going to watch poor Max degrade over the centuries into the worst version of himself. It's going to be awesome. So, here we go. Let's start with the first prompt. In your blood hunger, you destroy someone close to you. Kill a mortal character. Create a mortal if none are available. Take the skill Bloodthirsty. So you need to add the Bloodthirsty skill to your list of skills.
Okay.
And then I want you to pick one of your mortal characters, strike through their name, I want you to strike through them.
Should we?
And then I want
roll
you to
for
tell
this?
me what happens. That's how you want to do it. Do
I
you
wanna do
kill
it.
King
I'm gonna
Henry?
roll.
Do you
Maybe.
murderate
Let's
King
roll a
Henry?
1d3.
All right, let's see what we get.
That is a 3. I killed Nightly the Knight.
Okay, what happens? What happens with Nightly? Like I said, don't delete him, just strike through him.
Right. Did this happen before or after I was turned?
This is after you're turned, right? And it could be immediately after. It could be months, years. Like, what do you think?
Okay. I think quite close to when he was turned. Came back from the forest after the hunt. Had a terrible night's sleep after realizing he had no guts.
Right.
The next day, it was
yet you're
just
still
a
alive.
groggy wake up in the morning. I'm still alive. Very, very hungry. Very
So
hungry. He
Famished.
happens to meet Nightly the Knight in the corridors after basically
man.
getting a large cork, from like a big barrel or a big. He uses a cork to kind of get his midsection. He's like, oh, it's fine, it's just a flesh wound. And he kind of plugs himself up with a cork so that nothing else falls out.
Okay.
But he's ravenous. And he doesn't quite know because he looks down and there's no stomach.
So
But he's
you're.
he's just,
Oh man, what happens when you eat? Does it just fall out the hole? Or does it just disappear?
I think that you talked about an amorphous gas. I think that's what happens. He has
damn it.
amorphous gas in his midsection.
All right. Okay, but you see.
And in that morning,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, go ahead. Sorry, we got real life lag.
So that morning, that morning he kind of groggily wakes up, and the day after he is turned, he runs into Nightly the Knight in the corridor, in a dark lit corridor, because it's still early in the morning. He has to prepare for work really early. He's actually got a very stringent exercise routine. He takes his work very seriously. Max, not Nightly. Nightly's a piece of shit.
Oh, he's a piece of garbage.
So he sees him in a terribly dimly lit hallway, and Nightly like bumps into him. He shoulders him in a full suit of armor, and that's the last straw. So he turns and he just jumps on his back. He obviously is a lot stronger. He has the element of surprise. He finds the section between his helmet and his main armor, and he just bites in, and he keeps eating like a grotesque sausage. Eats around the neck.
you know all the times when you eat a sausage and you have to bite around the armor?
And you have to go around the middle part, yeah.
You know.
So he kills Nightly the Knight, eats through his neck, and he's basically just left there without a neck, but everything else intact.
Okay. All right. So.
And somehow,
Go ahead.
he feels a little bit less hungry.
Okay. Actually, I did forget to get you to do one thing. I want you to create one more memory with an experience in it of you being turned, which was that I was gored by, what's his name?
Gotcha.
I was gored by Grushnak and have become undead. Or something like that.
Cool, I'll just fill that in.
Yeah.
I think we talked about it, so.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
So what I need you to do, so here's the thing, John. Every time we do a prompt and you have a new experience, you need to plug that experience in somewhere, right? So this new experience of, in my blood hunger, I eviscerated Nightly, or whatever. It's like, so you need to plug that in, and you need to plug it in to the best of your ability in a place where it kind of makes sense, right? Where maybe you want to plug that in with your other memories of Nightly, right? If there is no place to plug it in, then we get in a situation where we're like, we might have to start forgetting things, or and stuff like that.
Right, cool.
So this can be your second memory about Nightly.
Cool. Killed and ate Nightly the Knight. Left him dead and meatless around his neck.
Oh, just like in the castle. In
the castle.
In King Henry III's castle, just a man with his neck devoured is just discovered.
Yep.
I will tell you, there is a breath of relief from the court scribes, because they no longer have to write Nightly the Knight. They're very, very glad to hear that.
Especially, yeah. They just invented literature.
Just invented it. Okay, so yeah, so that's how this is going to go. So we added a new skill, bloodthirsty. You killed a character, so we struck through his name, and you added a memory or an experience. That's how we're going to go through this, and we're going to do this throughout the stretch of time. So now I need you to roll a d10 and a d6. Subtract the d6 from the d10, and let us see what you get. And it's okay if you get a negative number. Just let me know.
D10 was a 10.
Okay.
D6 was a 2, so I got an 8.
Oh, we're going far forward. Okay. Sometimes you get big jumps forward, and you get jumps back. There are different lengths.
Oh, I like this. That's cool.
Yeah. So it's interesting.
It's
Sometimes
the
we'll do
time jump mechanic.
Sometimes we'll do like a bit of a flashback to something that maybe happened earlier.
Cool.
Right. Okay.
Very cool.
You are recognized. You are recognized for what you are by another creature like yourself. Create a new immortal creature. Lose a resource and gain a skill. What did you lose to them? So you have encountered a new immortal creature who knows what you are. Now, they don't have to be... That this says a creature like yourself. That does not mean is inflicted by the spirit boar. But you encounter another undead. Or another immortal character. Who is this immortal character you encounter, and what do they take from you? Or what do you lose to them? Electric said, must have been the rats. About him getting his neck eaten. His goddamn rats are out of control.
It's a great deep cut for Dishonored. Well done.
I think. Must have been the rats.
Must have been the rats. All right, I'd say there's a guest in the castle.
Okay.
A beautiful, voluptuous, like traditional, beautiful vampire-looking guest that was invited from a neighboring town.
Okay.
She came through, attended a feast.
Okay.
And there was a moment of
like
knowing,
a socialite,
of recognition. Yeah. That's
what's
so aristocrat.
What's her name?
Ava.
Oh, is she
Ava.
Is she from at a faraway land? Is she exotic, or is she just like a Briton?
Let's see.
You're in Britain.
I think she's.
Remember that.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. We're not that out of touch with where or how King Henry came about.
We do know that about him. We know he's in Britain.
Yeah. So I think aristocrat Ava came from afar. Let's say the Persian Gulf.
Ooh, okay.
No reason. And
running from something.
Yes.
Fleeing.
And then, all right, fleeing in some way. So aristocrat Ava came from afar. Should this be a memory now?
We're going to get there, but tell us real quick, what kind of unnatural entity is she? Is like she sees you, she understands what you are, she gets it. Like what is she? What is her thing?
She.
What do you think? Is she like you, or is she like a lich?
She has a different affliction.
Yeah.
She collects organs.
Okay.
She collects organs.
Maybe she comes to try to eat you, like she comes to get you.
And exactly.
And discovers.
And she wants to collect the liver. She collects livers.
She's a liver collector.
And
classic.
she discovers, after this heated night on a steamy evening where we connect after the party and everything, she tries to collect my liver after enticing me.
Maybe you were trying to entice her away to eat her.
And I was trying to eat her because she was
trying to eat
exactly.
You. Okay. All right.
So she has a weird penchant for collecting livers.
Okay, so she is some type of undead that must eat the livers of
she doesn't eat
others.
them. She just has to collect them.
Oh, okay. She just has a neat collection. Okay. All right. Maybe she's some type of practitioner of dark arts or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so
Almost like Predator, but with livers
But with livers.
instead of spines.
Okay. Okay, so that is Eva. She is some type of immortal. So you lose in this. You lose some type of resource. You have to give something.
I lose the inside info to get her trapped. I had to kind of do some scuttlebutt. I had to do some
Okay.
basically tell her the deepest secrets to earn her trust.
Okay.
And that's when we both realized, okay, this is each other's target, and it ended up being a weird night.
Right. Okay, but so she takes something from you, but she also gives you something. You get a new skill.
Okay.
So maybe she teaches you something, or in doing this, you learn how to do something new. So what do you do new here? What do you get from her?
Liver pate manufacturing. I can store meat. I'm able to learn how to preserve meat so that I don't have to kill as often.
Okay, yeah,
Meat preservation.
Yeah, some type of something to meat preservation to assist your feeding, right? This is going to make it when things get. Maybe she's like, listen, what you're doing here, this is not going to work. Like, she's like an older undead, an older immortal. She's like, listen, you're going to burn out, kid. Let me show you how to do this, right?
The trail of bodies are going to accumulate.
Yeah,
and there's only so many places you can hide them within 100 kilometers.
Right. These motherfuckers around you, they love killing witches. Like this is like, you do not want that smoke. Like, it's like... These guys love a witch burning.
So I've learned to skill meat preservation, specifically pates.
Okay, specifically pates. You're way ahead of your time. All right, so now we need to add that memory into that new experience. So where do you think that fits?
I'd say just near Grosnak, getting killed by Grosnak.
Okay, I encountered another immortal. She taught me how to feed more effectively. That kind of thing.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, she did, or maybe she originally had come there to get dirt on the elites and then was just going to eat you just as a snack.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
Should I mention that I had lost the inside info?
You don't have to. You don't have to mention. You can if you want to. If you want to keep track of it there, absolutely. Dude, keep track of this. We're telling this story to the best of our ability.
This is ludicrous enough to remember off the cuff. This is not going to be a giant murder board.
yeah, we're not. So here's the thing. By the end of this, there's going to be shit wiped out. Like, there's going to be parts of you that you completely lose and stuff like that.
Oh, so, fantastic.
This is already, think about already in just 2 prompts how far Max has fallen from just this this wacky gesture in the gesture in the courts. Okay. Roll your D10.
So how much time passed?
D6. Well, how much time do you think has passed?
Do we?
It's amorphous.
I think enough time for there to be a significant amount of missing people, a suspicious amount of people missing from the town at this point.
Like a year or 2.
So maybe okay, fine.
Yeah, you don't have to keep up with the time.
Right.
Like, time is a construct here that's just going to kind of flow as we want it. So it's not super important.
Okay.
So roll ahead and roll your
So I got a
D10.
2 minus 6, so minus 4.
A minus 4. Okay, we're heading back. All right, we're heading back. Because that was... Yes. So let's head back here. Oh! This is a good one. It's not just the great... It's not the great stuff that makes the story, it's the bad stuff. Right?
No fun. Okay.
You are exposed and flee to a neighboring region. Lose any stationary resources, which I don't think you have.
Any stationary resources? Did you say?
Like if you owned a castle, or something like that.
Or a trunk of outfits?
No. You can take that with. That's not a stationary one.
Fine.
Lose any stationary resources. So I don't think you have any. Check a skill. So what skill did you use to flee? Think about it that way. Like, what new skill did you use?
Reverse psychology.
You were able to convince some people to let you go.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
You were able to talk your way out.
Listen, You know who I am. The best way for you to deal with me is to let me go.
Ooh, okay. Maybe they came for you, and you're like, you don't want this. You know,
You
kind of
don't
thing.
want this.
Okay.
You want me gone. Exactly.
Okay. All right. Check. Put a check near the skill. I don't know exactly how we're gonna do that. Okay. You have some check boxes. Cool. So check knocks near reverse psychology, and then a mortal flees with you. So who comes with you? What mortal comes with?
Of course it's Wash Lady Marge.
Of course, it's not King Henry. King Henry does not flee with you.
Oh.
That's what you're saying?
You know what? We're doing this wrong, Joe. We're doing this wrong. I need to roll a 1d2.
Okay.
Because I've got 2 characters. Wait. Is this before or after Knightley the Knight got killed? Do we need...
We're going to say this is after.
That's going to make it really tough.
We're going to say this is after Knightley has died. It does, again, we don't have to go... But don't worry about whether we go back or forth in the counts.
Fine. I'm a stickler for time loop preservation, okay?
God, yeah, I know you are.
This is not your mama's Tenant. This is not your mama's Christopher Nolan film. All right. All right, I rolled a 2, and it is Wash Lady Marge.
Right. Wash Lady Marge, you convince her, or maybe you don't have to convince her. Maybe she has seen your bloody clothes and knows your secret. But maybe you've kept her working, you've kept her safe, you've provided for her and her family. Like, maybe she feels indebted to you. Like, what do you think? Or is she afraid? Why does she come with?
I think we've been friends throughout. Before I got turned, we were friends, so she would want to come with me because she probably is attached. It's probably some element of love.
Ooh,
She's a close confidant, and she knew way ahead of time. She knew she was washing the same patch of gore on my jester's top.
Over.
And eventually she came back and she just gave me a deep red jester's outfit to basically make her life easier.
Yeah.
And as a knowing wink of I know there's something wrong.
I know.
Maybe she didn't really know the full extent of what was wrong until he got ousted.
Okay.
And I don't know, what was it, pitchforks? There were pitchforks involved.
Pitchforks and torches.
Man, pulled my stomach up and tried to stab me, but it just went straight through. He's like, what are you? And Marge was in the wings watching this all pan out, and with a knowing nod, like, yes, that's why.
Yes. And then in that moment, you were like, you don't trust me. You don't want to do this.
You trust me. You don't want this.
Whatever you think you're about to do. Okay, yeah. So,
and slowly walked away, and Marge kind of followed in the shadows.
And goes with you. So you escaped to a neighboring region. So you were in, I assume, southern UK, or the southern British Isles.
Yeah.
Where do you go?
Scotland.
We're heading up north. All right. What new name do you adopt amongst these? So this is where parts of who you are start to slip away. What new name do you adopt amongst the Scots? Not Max. You are now... Now you are Knightley.
I'm gonna lean into it. No, I can't just take Knightley. That's ludicrous. It's not even Scottish. He is McGuinness.
Oh my god. Really? Okay. You do you, man.
Damn straight.
You're McGuinness. All right, so underneath one of your...
McGuinness McMax.
Okay, you still got Max in there. So somewhere in your memories then, we need to slot this. I was discovered. Wash Lady Marge came with me. I escaped to Scotland. I am now McMinnis Max, or McMinnis McMax.
McGuinness McMax. Come on. Take your job seriously, Joe.
Pardon me, guys. Pardon me for not taking this seriously.
I'm jamming.
All right.
All right, I added it there below.
Wash Lady Marge runs away with me to Scotland after being discovered. Okay, yes, excellent. All right.
Do I need to reinvent myself? Am I still a jester at this point?
No, you just leave all that. Leave all that. These are memories. These are just
Fine.
memories, man. Don't worry about them. They're
Fine.
in there. They're kicking around.
Who knows what
That's
I
great.
became?
Yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and roll that D10 and D6 again. Tell me what
That is a
we get.
4 and a 1, so a 3, positive 3.
Up forward 3. Your body manifests some trait related to the vampire which created you. How did you become more like them? Create a skill that reflects this. How do you become more like the boar spirit?
Like the boar, this is just a problem, isn't it? Alright, I think it was a very hairy brown boar. And I think at this stage in his life he became, what is this, under a skill?
Yeah,
Is
under
this a
skill. This is a skill.
He just blended in with all the Scots and just
became
an
super
amazing
hairy.
amount of facial hair and body hair.
Okay. You're mega hairy now. How that is a skill, I do not know. But we will make it work. I
Okay,
promise
wait,
you, John.
does it have to
we
be
can
a
make
skill?
it work. No, it doesn't have to be. No, this is fine. This is fine.
All right,
Right?
fine.
This is a trait
Fine.
about you that can be used in a way. Like, this is just the mechanics of the
How
game.
did this happen again?
So basically, you just started to, over time, you started to exhibit more characteristics of the undead creature that, or of the creature that made you. So in your experiences now, like, let's talk about that. Add an experience about you becoming more like whoever created you, wherever you think that is good to put it.
Right, it'll probably be memory 2.
Okay.
Living in Scotland. I take it, where did we go? We went forward in time, yeah? So living in Scotland, let's just say, living in Scotland, settling in, blending in even more day to day with an exceedingly hairy, exceedingly large amount of body and facial hair.
Okay, I will say
He's becoming he's like a werewolf.
Okay, yeah.
Or-
Well, I will say, is this the best place for this experience? Is this because the other experience under this memory is you learning to juggle, right, with King Henry?
Yeah, that's a bit weird.
It doesn't really seem linked
So
to either
I've
of
got
those.
I've got max 3 under each. Can I just slot it as number 3 in another memory bank?
Sure, yeah.
Cool. Boom. It goes under going to Scotland and
Okay,
becoming
that when you were there.
McGuinness McMax.
Yep.
And after which he becomes Harry McGuinness McMax,
Gross.
as he
All right.
becomes known to
As
the
he becomes
locals.
known. All right.
And he's always got blood on his beard. It's very
He's always
strange.
got blood. Well, this might be
they-
just another way to cover up.
They think
what's
it's just
going on.
haggis.
Because of course haggis is as everyone known, is basically in the DNA of everyone in Scotland, and they consume it all the time.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Americans only eat cheeseburgers. Like, I ate 3 cheeseburgers this morning, right?
I was about to ask you, when's your
Right.
last cheeseburger? It's probably a matter of hours, my friend. Hours.
Well, they
I
come
see your
in-
crumbs on your little mustache, your little cheeseburger mustache.
Gross. All right. So let's roll another D10.
All right.
We're gonna do one
an
more of
8.
these, and then we're gonna take a break.
Okay, that's an 8 and a 5, so that's a positive 3 again.
Positive 3. Okay, we're gonna go forward. Let us see here. How do you find solace from the raging hunger within you? You may lose 1 check or unchecked skill. So I think that means you may lose. What does that mean? You may lose. I think you need to strike through a skill here, and you use one of your skills to describe how you make do. Your hunger.
With the hunger, well, I think it makes sense for the meat preservation
Okay.
to maybe sustain that, but over time, it's like a weird primal instinct that returns, and this this preservation, the skill that he uses. Spirit boars don't preserve meats, and as he gets hairier and hairier over time, he starts to forget, and it just doesn't make sense, and he starts to lose out on how he does that.
Okay. Yeah, there's something about the practice of doing it makes you kind of the discipline of it kind of reduces the hunger. You know, it's you're not giving in to the hunger so much. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. And let's go ahead and add that memory, or that experience rather, somewhere under one of your memories. You know, let the that you're using this practice to keep yourself centered, not lose yourself. What are we thinking?
Okay. I'd say it probably goes underneath my encounter with Ava, who taught me how to feed and preserve food. After that, over time, the hunger faded, but so did the skill to preserve. This is ridiculous.
This is
The
ridiculous.
skill to preserve food.
All right. Okay. So this is
Classic improv.
No, this is great. No, and this is where we're at. Okay, so you know, Max, the court jester, was attacked by some druid spirit boar, Grushnak the Endless, which inflicted him with this hunger and this seemingly mortal wound that never heals. He attacks nightly, kills him right there in the castle, and eventually encounters another immortal who sees him, maybe kind of takes him under her wing and says, you know, hey, this is how you're going to get not found. But disaster strikes. He is discovered and has to flee into the northern British Isles, into the Kingdom of Scotland, where he takes on a new identity of, let me get this right, of McGinnis McMax, where he begins to kind of become a little bit more like this boar. He's hairy and terrible looking, but then he utilizes the skills that he has to kind of stop himself from sinking into becoming even more of a monster, though he's becoming more of a monster outwardly, you know, to not let himself be taken by it. And you know what, Jean? You'll notice that your memory banks are starting to fill up, right?
Yeah.
So when we come back, we're going to keep going, and we're going to run through, we're going to find out what happens when you start to lose parts of yourself.
Oof.
And what that looks like. Everyone listening, everyone watching, thank you so much for joining us. Those of you who came with N-Wills' raid, glad to have you here. We don't normally do this. Normally we play Delta Green.
I'm having a blast. I hope you guys are. And Joe, thank you. This is a lot of fun. So this is not our usual flavor of fun, but I'm having an absolute blast.
This is very unique. This is a very unique experience. Again, like, we are playing 1,000-Year-Old Vampire, which is a solo role-playing game. We're playing it a little differently. It's a solo role-playing game, and we're enjoying the shit out of it. Normally we play Delta Green and whatnot, but two of our crew have to go off and celebrate the joys of life or whatever. And we're just stuck here. Ugh, gross. But listen, you want to get our episodes a week early. You want to support us. You want to get our kind of like after hours thing that we do for the Sandy check. Join us. Please join us over on Patreon and whatnot. It'll be linked wherever you're watching, wherever you're listening later. And we just appreciate anyone who does that, because again, you know, without having people supporting us, we would not be able to pay for the podcast and whatnot. So thank you so much for joining us. If you're with us live, stay tuned. Jean and I are going to take a bit of a break. We're going to be back, and we're really going to watch this character fall apart at the seams. This is where it gets good. I don't know why we're attracted to games that end in tragedy.
It's we have an MO.
We do. All right. Well, thank you everyone for listening. Thank you for those watching. We will catch you next time And remember, as always, stay safe, stay sane. Bye.